guys, we're back for another unboxing video. So we've got all our new young adult books that are in for the month of December, and we are excited to take a look at what we got.
All right.
You want to start?
Yeah, I'll go first. Let's see. All right. This is one I have been waiting for. It's by Marissa Meyer, one of my favorite authors.
Oh, Marissa Meyer is so good.
Yes. She did the Lunar Chronicles and the Renegades. And oh my gosh, I really love the Lunar Chronicles, but I really love the Renegades. So I'm excited to see what she's going to do now. The cover is kind of interesting. It's called Instant Karma. And I'm thinking, okay, it's a romance. I don't see any sci-fi in this one, so interesting.
It's either on the double bike, whatever that's called, but they're going in opposite directions, so a little bit of conflict.
Is it love, hate, or fate?
Definitely fate. Come on.
All right. Chronic overachiever Prudence is always quick to cast judgment on the lazy, rude, and arrogant residents of her coastal town. Her dreams of karmic justice are fulfilled when, after a night out with her friends, she wakes up with the sudden ability to cast instant karma on those around her.
What?
There is magic. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
How often have you wished that somebody who was getting away with something would get their comeuppance, you know?
Yep.
That sounds
like,
extremely...
where are the cops when you need them? I can just snap my fingers.
Yeah, that sounds extremely satisfying.
It does. All right, that's one thing that's going on my list.
You're going to have to let me know how that is, because I'm sure you'll grab it. All right, I've got These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. So that sounds like an Asian writer. In Glittering Shanghai, A Monster Awakens. Oh, this is a Romeo and Juliet retelling in Shanghai.
Oh.
That sounds really good. Oh, it's 1920s Shanghai, so it's like historical, classical. The year's 1926. That sounds really good. So obviously we know the story of Romeo and Juliet, but...
I love the retellings of Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. So it's Juliet Kai and Roma Montagov.
Oh, I like that.
That's cool.
Okay, I'm going to pick this one. The Loop by Ben Oliver. So I don't know if you can see in the picture, but there are people walking around in those letters trapped.
That looks like science fiction for sure.
Let's see what the back says. Luca Kane will die in the loop, a prison under the control of artificial intelligence. But on his 7th birthday, life in the loop is altered. 17th.
Oh, I was like, oh, we're starting young.
17th birthday, life in the loop is altered. The government-issued rain stops falling. Rumors of unrest begin to spread. Breaking out might be his only chance to survive and to stop a catastrophe from deleting humankind. That sounds interesting. I like that it has a male character, too. It's kind of getting hard to find books with male characters lately. So, all right.
That sounds
like
good.
A good one.
You know what intrigued me was the government-issued rain. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
rain?
it reminds me of The Matrix.
Yeah. All right. The Enigma Game. So that's, wasn't that the code, the human computers or whatever that broke the code for World War II?
World War II?
I guess I can read it and find out.
Right?
1940. Facing a seemingly endless war, 15-year-old Louisa Adair wants to fight back, make a difference, do something to escape the Blitz and the ghosts of her parents who were killed by enemies. But when she accepts a position caring for an elderly German woman in the village of Windy Edge, Scotland, it hardly seems like a meaningful contribution. Still, the war feels closer than ever when Ellen McEwen, a volunteer driver at the local Royal Air Force Base, and Jamie Beaufort Stewart, flight leader, are facing a barrage of unbreakable code. So the code breakers were real, so this sounds like historical fiction. And I recognize that name because I've read Elizabeth Wein. I'm not sure how you pronounce her last name, but I read the book. Codename Verity was the other book. It's so good. And Jamie was the brother of the main character in that book. So this is like, it sounds like you probably don't have to read the other one, but same character so you can follow on with the story. Cool. Codename Verity was so good. This sounds like it'll be really good. Yay!
I'll check that out in the catalog. And you
read Codename Verity first. You don't have to read it first for plot, but you should just because it's so good. It makes you cry.
Diamond City by Francesca Flores. Interesting cover. Always. Good things don't happen to girls who come from nothing unless they risk everything. Ooh. Let's see. Meet Ina Solis. I already love that name. Pulled off the streets when she was 12 years old, trained to become one of the most powerful and dangerous assassins in Summerland, a kingdom founded by immigrants, built by magic, and still reeling from an industrial revolution that's led to all-out civil war. Okay, that sounds fast-paced and fun.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. All right, so that's going on my list too.
I've been struggling with books lately. I think I need something fast-paced right now because I've been just getting bored. I'm like, normally I love all the details and stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah. I started listening to Midnight Sun, and it just didn't grab me like it used to.
Okay, I'm going to grab a couple that are graphic novels. So we have The Ancient Magus' Bride.
Oh, I love that
Have you read
series.
this?
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know what number it is, but it's the newest one. Oh, 13. So
Awesome.
that one's out. And this graphic novel looks awfully cute. Pistovy?
This movie? Oh, it's so adorable.
He's a little fox, and he's surrounded by, looks like very ominous birds.
Birds? He's got a slingshot.
Jeannie's a little girl who lives with a mischievous young fox. They share a charming little treehouse surrounded by a magical prairie tended by a giant tractor man and the wind spirit that he loves. Together, Jeannie and Pistovy spend frolicking days without a care, but soon the birds arrive and everything changes. A beautiful fable about the inevitable transition from childhood freedom to adult responsibility. Sounds cute.
It does sound cute. I love the
Graphic
mischievous
novels are
stuff.
always so cute and, you know, quick
yeah.
to read, so it's kind of can be refreshing.
I like the funky pigeons. All right. I think
Birds
this is
really
another
creep a lot of
graphic
people
novel.
out.
They do, man.
Yeah.
Did you see the movie The Birds?
Right?
That freaked me
Hitchcock
out.
knew what he was doing.
All right. Ichiro by Ryan Inzana. And it is a Will Eisner nominee, which is a comic industry award. Pretty cool. It's really thick, too. It's a thick graphic novel. Ichiro is a boy adrift. Raised by his Japanese mother in Brooklyn, Ichiro idolizes his American father, killed in combat before he even knew him. Already struggling to fit in, Ichiro is less than thrilled to accompany his mother on a work trip to Japan, where he is left with his grandfather, a stranger to him in a country that he doesn't know. But Japan isn't what Ichiro imagined. Oh, shape-shifting monsters,
Oh my
domain of
goodness.
gods. Cool. So this sounds interesting. And it's in color, full color. Pretty cool. And it has that nice new books now.
Of course it does. So does that say it won the award, or it's it says it's a
It's
nominee?
an honor. Yeah,
So
Asian Pacific American Young Adult Literature Honor Book.
Sweet.
Very nice. I love the art. All right.
Ooh, I'm gonna grab this fantastic looking one.
Kingdom of the Wicked.
Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. James Patterson presents. So James Patterson has his own imprint that he, I think he looks for diverse authors to write.
And they're always really good.
They
too.
are
He
really
hasn't-
good,
He
so
hasn't missed the mark yet.
You can really count on them to, like you said, be fast-paced and interesting.
Yes.
And two sisters, one brutal murder, a quest for vengeance that will unleash hell itself, and an intoxicating romance, of course.
Nice.
Sounds good.
What more can you ask for?
Ooh. This is the #1 New York Times bestselling author of Stalking Jack the Ripper. You heard that series?
No.
So I think it's a 3 or 4 book series that she already wrote.
Oh, cool.
And this is a new series. I understood why some thought kissing one of the wicked was addictive. Each time his tongue touched mine, it felt as if the ground beneath me quaked. Sounds pretty romantic.
Oh yeah. Sounds nice. Sounds like what are those creatures called? Succubus.
Oh my goodness.
Incubus, maybe, I don't know. All right, here's another one. Beautiful Wild by Anna Godberson. Can love bloom in the wake of disaster? It's another romance. I thought those were wings at first, but it's just her dress flowing in the wind. I was thinking angels. A glamorous journey turned perilous disaster. A belle of high society marooned at sea. A love that will change her forever. Oh, that sounds intriguing. All right, well, put that on hold in the catalog to find out what happens.
Grab this one. The Surprising Power of a Dumpling. Oh, Power of a Good Dumpling, not the bad ones. By Y. Chim.
Makes me hungry.
I know.
I love dumplings.
It sounds like there's going to be a lot of food discussed, and that always makes me hungry when I'm reading. Anna Chu has her hands full. When she's not looking after her younger brother and sister or helping out at her father's restaurant, she's taking care of her mother, whose debilitating mental illness keeps her in bed most days. Her father's new delivery boy, Rory, is a welcome distraction. And even though things aren't right at home, she's starting to feel like she could be a normal teen. A heart-wrenching, true-to-life exploration through the complex and often neglected crevices of culture, mental illness, and family.
Oh, wow. That sounds really good.
It does sound good.
And a distracting delivery boy. Aren't they all?
So there's at least a little happiness in there.
Yeah. All right. Okay, here we go. J.K. Rowling, The Ichabod. I don't know. I did not know this was coming out. Otherwise, I would be salivating to read this
I
book.
didn't know either until we placed the order. I was like, oh, she has a new book coming out. That's crazy.
Interesting. And I guess we should address the elephant in the room. Yes, J.K. Rowling did tweet some very nasty things, but I like to say, you know, hate the artist, love the artwork kind of thing. So I still love her books.
Yeah.
And this one is as tall as two horses, eyes like glowing balls of fire, long razor-sharp claws. The Ichabod is coming. Ooh. Once upon a time, there was a tiny kingdom called Cornucopia, as rich in happiness as it was in gold, and famous for its food. From the delicate cream cheeses to Kurtzberg, the hopes of heaven pastries of Choville. I cannot pronounce half these names. But even in this happy kingdom, a monster lurks. Legend tells of a fearsome creature living far to the north in the marshlands, the Ichabod. Some say it breathes fire, spits poison, and roars through the mist as it carries off wayward sheep and children alike. Some say it's just a myth. That sounds so fun.
It does sound fun, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be tied in, not like a sequel, but just tied into the Harry Potter world, and it doesn't sound like it is,
no.
so something
All
new.
right.
Oh, another graphic novel. Look how cute it is.
That is cute.
Volume 2, Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. So I remember this first one coming out because it's a very similar cute cover of these two boys. So it's a romance. There's,
Oh, it's a soft blue.
look how nice.
That's nice. That's a calming read if I ever saw one.
I think two boys you can cheer for, so.
Yeah.
What else have we got?
Let's see. Is it my turn?
Oh, it is your turn, sorry. I just like to jump in there.
All right. Rent a Boyfriend by Gloria Chow. That sounds really cute. Obviously, it's a romance. Let's see. Oh, Chloe is nervous to introduce her parents to her boyfriend because the truth is she hasn't met him yet either. She hired him from Rent for Your Rents, a company specializing in providing fake boyfriends trained to impress even the most traditional Asian parents.
Wow.
Oh, this sounds hilarious. Fun little rom-com right here. All right. I'm going to read that too.
That is too funny.
As a fan of Asian dramas, I'm definitely going to put that on my list.
Yeah. See, Asian parents, don't pressure your children. It makes them do crazy things. All right, I've got another sequel here. Rebel Sisters, the sequel to War Girls by Tochi Onyebuchi.
I love the
When you're
cover.
defined by war, what's left for you when the war ends? So this is 5 years after the first book. It looks like a futuristic Africa or something.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Number 2 is out.
All right. All right. The Whitson Daughters by Carrie Mesrobian.
Oh, she's a good author.
Yeah? I haven't read her yet. All right. How quickly everything in the world disintegrates. Everything but the loneliness of young women. So begins The Whitson Daughters, a story of 3 girls in a small Midwestern town, narrated by the ghost of a young Irish immigrant who over a century earlier lived and loved on the same small patch of farmland the girls and their mothers now call home. That sounds awesome. Haunting and fun. Karen Asrobian weaves the story of the girls' day-to-day struggles with the fractured and harrowing memories of their unseen observer. The threads of the tales are familiar: an arranged marriage, an impulsive proposal, bitterly refused, secret affairs, and pregnancies, both welcome and not. Each young woman fights her own lonely battle in the generations-long war of those who would no longer settle for haunting the margins of a world that wants to ignore them. That sounds awesome. I love those ghosts. I love the stories where the ghosts are narrating the stories. It's so good, and you have that unreliable narrator, so you just don't know, man. And it looks like a quick read too.
Yeah. All right, I have got Golden Arm by Carl Duker. So it looks like a sports
Cool.
theme.
Baseball.
I'm not good at school. I'm not good at talking, probably because I was born 2 months early. When I get nervous, I tilt my head sideways and my eyes roll back, and that's how I stay until something frees up and the words move again. But when I'm on my game, none of that matters because my pitching speaks for me. My arm is free and loose like a whip, and everything slows, everything except the ball coming out of my hand. The batter might slap a soft ground ball or manage a pop fly, but squaring up one of my fastballs and driving it far and deep, not happening. Sweet.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good.
Yep. Baseball. Baseball still breaks my heart a little bit after the Rays lost the World Series, but it's okay. I'm proud of them for making it that far. Okay, last one.
A Life Forward, a Rowan Sloan novel by Tracy Hewitt Meyer, and she's award-winning author of A Life Redefined. So is this oh, nope, it's fiction. Light, it shines ahead, a glimmer, a flash, then it is gone, like it never existed, but I saw it, and it changed me. Is this a novel in verse? Oh, no, it's not. Huh, interesting.
I know, it almost seems like it'd be a memoir or something.
Yeah. Rowan Sloan has left her dysfunctional, violent past behind. College is looming on the horizon. She has a new job that she loves and a safe place to call home. Okay, so this is a continuation of another book, and I don't want to give away what happens in that other book if you didn't read it yet. So read A Life Redefined and then A Life Forward.
All right. That was a pretty good batch.
Yeah, I'm really excited about a few of them. Pick them out now.
Some good reading for over the holiday
These
break.
are mine for now.
Okay, guys, I hope you found something here that'll keep you busy while you're not in school for the holidays, and I hope you have great holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too.
You too.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.